is a VentureRider.org special report. Video, Arizona. Cowpox reporting from... Well, do you even know what town we're in? I'm asking you. You're from Arizona. I'm from Michigan. Benton Harbor?
Benton Harbor.
This isn't Benton Harbor.
No, Benton Harbor's that way. Right? So if you look at Benton Harbor and look at the 94 freeway, you'll find us.
Hey, Riv, he made it. Remember you told me to take good care of your buddy? He made it, and I'm taking good care of your buddy. I'm corrupting him. The incorruptible is being corrupted. We're brothers. We don't even know what town we're in. We're laying in a Honda shop cooling off, and I'm getting ready to give a special report. I'm going to lay down on this floor and take undercarriage pictures of this new Goldwing. All right, let's take a look. Stick with me here, folks. You're going to see something you're not going to see in too many places. This is the undercarriage of one of the brand new Goldwings. Look. Hey, look, we got dog bones. We got dog bones that I would just about bet that mono system right there could be height adjustable on those bones right there. Are you videotaping?
Yes.
Video Arizona? Hey, I'll videotape your videotaper. And here's a look. Right here's the dog bones I was talking about. All right. Right there, there's one, and there's one. I'll bet you, just like any other mono system, probably if you shorten or lengthen those, it'll change something. I'm seeing oh, that's kind of cool. I'm seeing over here what looks like maybe a voltage regulator stuff right in front of the back wheel, right there. All right. Now this crossover, here's a crossover pipe, balance pipe. For your exhaust system. That might be, there's been a little bit of chit-chat. You know what, I think I'm videotaping upside down. Don't really matter, I guess.
Okay, I've got it here.
There's been some chatter online about drone. You know how you go down the road, and if your engines, you have the exact same engines, exact same tune, exact same exhaust systems, the whole 9 yards, and they'll be going and they'll do that. Whoa. They'll get that harmonizing going. A lot of people hate that. I love it because I'm just an absolute freak about this stuff. I love that. Oh, that harmonization. Anyway, there's people that are complaining about that some, and I wonder if this balance pipe that I got my finger on right here that's going between the pipe might actually be help to cause some of that noise that
like a tuning.
Yep, you got it.
Balancing and tuning.
Yep, you got it. Yep, exactly. So now you're not gonna be able to see this from your side, but David and I were just talking about these things, these bumpers, and how supportive they are and stuff. The old wings. The old 2017, you know that old wing, don't you? There, Video Arizona. There's a few of them on the road. We've actually seen pictures, and we were talking about this. Seen pictures of guys laying them on their sides. Okay, and they were guarded well enough. You've seen this too, right? What I'm talking about, laying it on their side to change a back tire. You know, we've all of us touring guys have had a flat tire, had to ride down a flat tire. And what do? You know, most people just call a tow truck and a guy with a wrench that knows what he's doing. But I've actually seen the older rings on their side, and then look at here, 5 lug nuts, just like on a car. You lay it on its side, pull the lug nuts, and then you can just pull the tire right off it and swap the tire out. I think Jakester mentioned that he actually done that before, and look, it's got that same thing. Now, what David and I were talking about a minute ago was whether or not these new bumper system, for sure they're not big enough to You made a good point. There's not enough there to them to like come to a stop and lean the bike down on them. That's what you were talking about, wasn't it?
I don't think there's enough there.
Yeah, I concur.
And the fairing and the mirror's going to hit, the handlebar's going to hit.
Yeah.
So
All
there's got to
really,
be another way to do that.
all real expensive stuff. Where did the old wing? Could you do that with the old wing, with the predecessor of this? Like, I know you could with like the Victories.
The video I saw on YouTube, he laid a blanket down and just laid it down.
Yeah.
And it rested on its side perfectly at about a 50-degree angle, 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
And he just got underneath there and popped that rear tire right off.
Right.
So he was able to change the tire and everything. So.
Boy, you would really want to be careful because I can't imagine how expensive like some of this fiberglass has got to be. I bet
It's like the new Star Adventure.
Yeah, right.
I mean, there's a lot of plastic there that could get damaged.
Right.
There's got to be a way, but nobody's had a chance to test it out.
Right.
Anyway.
So it looks like here's something electrical. It looks like that's your. Are those electric? No.
That's your passenger footrest there.
Huh. Well, I got
Look
some.
how beautifully designed that is.
Isn't that pretty?
Look at how pretty that is. We talk about the integral design. Just very well done.
Very well done. Very well done.
Even the frame weld for aluminum.
Yeah, oh boy, you're not kidding. You're not kidding. Just beautiful. I think that was another thing that one of the changes that they have is because the predecessor, the first couple of years, they had frame cracking problems, and they have this frame has a lot less welds to it. It's all aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
it's pretty.
What a beautiful. That thing is a piece of work, boy. Just gorgeous. Look how small they shrank the motor up. I think it was over an inch. They pulled an inch out of that. Pulled the cylinders closer together. And they went to 4-valve heads on it. How in the world?
So where do you put your?
I know what you're going to say. Where are you going to put the highway pegs?
Are they going to go here?
I've heard again that this plastic cover comes off, and that there's a nub of a hoop right there that they're talking about gonna because I don't know. That's something that's been an ongoing question, and
If I wanted highway pegs, that's where I would be.
Yeah. See, and that's something right there. What you're doing right there, that's something that I've always loved about the narrowness of my V4, and it's something that I've always loved about the V-twins.
Yeah.
Is the narrow, because I don't like this. This whole area right here for me is bothersome.
Well, this is where on my first gen, on my 89, the fairing blocks my leg as well.
Yeah, right.
So I can only go so far. But look where that is. See where my foot is?
Yeah.
Look where that is, right here.
Yeah, right.
So that would be perfect right like that.
See, on my first gens, I run without those lower.
Yeah.
And I always have. I gotta have that open because I gotta stretch out. So maybe does that not do your other leg while you're doing that, and then does that not here? It's rested on my toe. Give yourself some. Does that splay you out considerably, or is that comfortable?
No, that's fine. It would be cooling that way.
Huh.
It would be very cool that way. In fact, that's the way I kind of mounted. You'll see my pegs on the second gen.
Yeah.
I mounted them so that my feet do go out. And remember how you like to lay your feet out?
Yeah.
All right. So I can do that and rest my heels on it.
Ah.
So it works pretty good. I'll show you when we get back on the road. But yeah, this is quite interesting.
Beautiful. Boy, look at the braking system on it. Look at the, I bet they're got to be linked. For sure they're, what do they call that? What's the modern thing that they're doing with brakes? Well, they have been doing since, like, forever. Only I've never had a newer bike that forever has any of the good stuff. What do they call that? Anti-lock brakes. Isn't that what this is, you think?
No, that's probably a speed ring, speedometer, speed sensor.
Huh?
Yeah, can see the sensor right there?
Yeah.
I would think that's just a sensor. And the little holes just interrupt, so it sees the holes.
Gotcha. But
yeah, it's got, look at the dual brake lines.
I'm thinking that those are...
Look at the way look at the design.
I'm thinking that those are, that maybe a linked system,
Right.
like we're familiar, somehow a link. Because
I'm
look,
sure it is.
look at the size of the rotors on that
Oh,
puppy.
I know.
My gosh. You know,
And
there's...
floating.
Yeah. You know, this concrete's pretty cool, too. If you wanted to lay down on this concrete to cool off.
No, I don't want to cool off too much because we got some more. How long is it to your house from here?
A couple hours.
Yeah.
I don't
To your house?
I don't know.
Then we better get going before I faint.